What's going on, everyone? It is Super Bowl Sunday! Let's get it! This is our inaugural Super Bowl show. My name is Jonathan Sawyer. With me and my brothers Mike and Trey Day. We have a full episode here today. Can't wait to have all of our guests on. We got a plethora of people coming on today, so can't wait. But fellas, how's your Super Bowl Sunday going so far?
Good. Good.
Just get moving for it.
I feel that. Well, I know. I've been moving since 7 a.m. I hit a nice chest workout with my wife, and then now we're on to here. I'm excited.
That can be taken to say much more different things.
Take it with what you want. Take it with what you want.
As long as it's with your wife, right?
Right. As long as I said my wife. And shout out to my mother-in-law for this awesome Cinco Squad hat. We just got a brand new hat. So shout out to her. But fellas, it's been I feel like it's right when we get to Friday and Saturday, it's just like, let's just get to the game. Let's just go. Come on. I feel like I feel that on Tuesday, but Friday and Saturday is the worst because it's just so much bullshit that you're seeing. I mean, even what we're doing right here is just, come on, let's get to 6:30 and let's get to the game.
How much coverage do y'all watch? Because I purposely, something I found myself is the week before I don't watch anything. Like, this is honestly when I really start hardcore going on basketball. And anybody who follows us to see, I drop way more basketball videos because I purposely avoid all the football talk until like Friday because I know I'm gonna be worn out. So I would I go conference championship, watch coverage Monday, and then I stop all into the Friday before Super Bowl.
I think the biggest thing that I do is I watch Radio Row, and I watch different shows on there because it's not so much Super Bowl, right? I think they've done a really great job over the last maybe 2 or 3 years of not draining you about the game. Like when you're watching the McAfee show, it is a lot of guests. It's a lot of what they're doing. And it's cool to have different guys that are like, maybe they had Orlando Brown up there. Ironically, he played for the Chiefs, and now he played for the Bengals. Had a bad, the Bengals unfortunately had a bad season. So I like seeing that, like hearing about what they're doing in the offseason, different things, and then it's like a little bit of Super Bowl. Okay, who you got? All right, I got the Chiefs. I can't doubt Patty Mahomes. But make sure you guys go check me out on, I'm going over like they had C.J. Stroud on, and C.J. Stroud's going out of the country for the first time ever. And he's going to do some charity work for his foundation. And I think that's awesome. I love hearing about that type of stuff. Instead of just, sitting around not doing anything, he's going out and, taking that Rookie of the Year status to other countries. But
where is he from, Mike?
I believe he would be from the Ohio State University.
I did that to myself. I fucking had it. I had to go ahead and mention CJ. I could have mentioned anyone, right? I could have done anyone, Kyle Van Noy, anybody like. So I brought up him.
Yeah.
But I personally would have loved for us to be this year at Radio Row. It just seems so awesome, like this year, because everything is right there. You don't have to really go. In some cities, like you're all over the place, but in Vegas, the one vibe that I, got from that, everyone's right there. You don't have to really search and go find someone. You have to go like 2 cities away to go find someone, or in that aspect. So I think that's pretty cool. Mikey, what do you think about this week so far?
Yeah, so I agree with you guys. The traditional like TV pre-Super Bowl, like week before coverage, isn't necessarily like really what I'm into because it's the same. Every show is like the same 4 or 5 conversations about the Super Bowl. And it gets annoying. That's why like I'll watch it. I'll watch it like Monday and Tuesday, because there's fresher conversations from like coming off the Pro Bowl and kind of some of the injury, the early week injury developments, like, oh, he's going to play, he had a setback, things like that. But then, you get to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and it's like, all right, I already heard that he's not playing. I already heard that he's probably going to play. Or, I heard the Taylor Swift bull for, like, I've had to deal with it all season. I don't need to deal with it anymore. So it is the Radio Row, the podcast and the streaming stuff is what's interesting because they're having their shows. They're having their shows and they talk Super Bowl because they're at the Super Bowl, but they're still, like you said, having other guests on and people like for the McAfee show, like having people just drop by, like that are just walking around. They just pull them in and talk to them, which I think is cool.
I feel like we are doing a very good job, and I hope Pat McAfee hears this because we do a very good job in hyping him. Like we need to have a guest show where we go on their show, not a collaborative because I mean they'd be doing us a favor by us coming on, but we need to get on them. So like let everyone hear this. Like Pat, like we'd be more than happy to come into the Thunderdome and have a great time, you know, in that atmosphere. Like I watch that show every single day, and it's just a fun environment. If it makes me feel like what we're doing here. So, but yes, we have a packed full episode. We have 9 guests coming on today, 15-minute blocks apiece. Just getting everyone's take. And you've seen these faces before. If not, they're brand new faces as well, coming on and just giving their take on the day, what they're doing, those type of things, the score, who they got, and then what's their favorite part of this weekend. So if you comment in the comment section what you think about this, you know, and who you have, what you're doing today, and what's your favorite part of Super Bowl week, and we're gonna try to get to everyone's comments here soon. But
important news too, by the way, yesterday, 6:34 p.m. and I'm doing my Adam Schefter here. At 6:34 p.m., Taylor Swift's plane landed safely into Vegas, so she will be in attendance tonight.
Oh,
I
thank
was
God.
honestly very worried and possibly boycotting the game.
All right, guys, Super Bowl's gonna be fine.
Everything is fine now. The game doesn't have to be delayed. Goodell can relax now. That's important.
Well, I mean, but now our show. Okay, now the show's over. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We appreciate it.
We were secretly on until we found out whether Taylor got there or not. So.
I couldn't sleep. I didn't sleep last night. I did not sleep.
I was. I mean, John, you know how much I pace. I was pacing even more. I was walking through the kitchen like.
Mike paced so much. He walked from Elmira to Rochester this morning. It was incredible in a 2-hour span.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Go back and get my car. I actually walk back and get my car.
Real quick to harp on something John was saying too. Like I've been to fight weekend. I was in Vegas for Mayweather Pacquiao. So I've actually been there when they host big events like this. As John was saying, the thing about Vegas is everything is right there. So everybody who, you know, is just out there for an event, everybody who's not there for the actual event, but just there just to go party and hang out, is all in the same area, which is one of the sweet parts. So like I've been All-Star Weekend this season. Like I've done All-Star Chicago, I've done All-Star in LA. And the thing about those type of seasons, yeah, Staples is right there, but then you end up going to a party in the hills of Hollywood, or end up, you know, in Chicago, you're on one side, and you maybe on the west side, you go to the south side. In Vegas, everything is in a concentrated area, which is the cool part because you can just leave your hotel, stand outside, and it might be just a party in the middle of the strip. I mean, like we're not in Vegas now, but by me doing fight weekend, I only could imagine what Super Bowl Sunday is going to look like.
It's got to be electric out there. It's got to be electric all week. And if you're going to go there, make sure you save your money. Because if you're going to go for 5 days, it's a lot. It's a lot. Trey's told me that they had a bet out there, the over-under on time in Vegas. It was over-under 2.5 days. And I'm going to say the under, probably 2 days is probably good. You know, 1 day to travel, 4 days total for travel, but 1 day to travel, 1 day to travel back, and 2 days total in Vegas. You would say so too, Trey?
For an event like this, yeah, because at a certain
it's a lot.
I mean, and not even just financially going to get your ass kicked unless you're like boiling in that type of way. But even beyond that, eventually you'll just get drained because, like, doing that, like the Mayweather Pacquiao fight, you literally could not see the sidewalk. It was hard to like walk across the street. It was hard to walk next to people. You're getting bumped. You know, usually you're in a club and you're like, oh shoot, it's like you're getting bumped. You're like, damn, I was going to go get my own section. You can't even if you get your own section, if you're just trying to get around the city, you can't move. So like that. Yeah, it can wear quickly. Question for you all, because there's always, we see this every year. After the game, we end up seeing this thing where they do like a party for like the loser. How would you feel about losing the Super Bowl? In the NFL, expect you to be at that party, but going to that party with, I don't know, Rick Ross or somebody, and he's like, you're at a party with Rick Ross, and your team's off the Super Bowl. How would y'all feel about that?
If I lost the Super Bowl, I'm hopping on that plane and leaving.
Yeah, I'm not going.
There is no Rick Ross or party. There's me going home and probably sitting in my house for a week. But are you saying just if you had to make an appearance at the club with Rick Ross?
To make the appearance because
I mean, I would.
I think NFL requires you to go. I could be wrong about that, but I think you are I think that's part of your media obligation.
If you lose, right, it would take a little bit for me to get out there. The game would probably end right around. What up, B. Smith?
What up, though?
Brandon.
What up, Brandon? So, to answer your question, Trey, I would probably I don't know. I probably would put on a happy face for maybe an hour, do my minimums, and then get the hell out and hop on the first jet out. That would be my thing.
Okay,
but
so this is actually a good segue. So,
yes,
anybody who's seen us before, this is our guy B. Smith, friend of the pod, been on the podcast plenty of times.
Yes,
CWC podcast. Now, Brandon is our resident Lions fan. So we were actually talking about what would you do if you had happened to lost the Super Bowl and were required to go to that post Super Bowl party?
With the other team?
They usually have a separate party. So whoever loses has to go, maybe the winner has to go party with Lil Wayne at Dre's, let's say, and the other loser maybe has to go to Flamingo and party with Rick Ross.
I mean, honestly, you just gotta let that shit roll. I know it sounds very, I mean, I guess it depends. Example, if you're Kansas City Chiefs, probably be here next year. We were here last year. When you get to the Super Bowl, it's quite possible it'll never happen again. But nobody is ever thinking that with the Chiefs. But the 49ers is kind of man, you guys keep trying to get here. You never win. I would probably be really bummed out if it was the Lions. I would be we weren't even expected to be in the playoffs barely this year. So let's just enjoy it. It's kind of just like the Pro Bowl, man. Everybody that loses before the Super Bowl, they still go to the Pro Bowl. Everybody's still happy and enjoying it. You just got to let it roll off, man. Because if you let it, stay on you like that, then you're never going to get over it.
But to your point, your coach mentioned it, is that the shit that hurts the most is the fact that this may never happen again for a lot of those guys, because it is so difficult. We said this on the show a few weeks ago. It's so difficult getting to this point in the season.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I'm saying besides the Chiefs and the Patriots, it's so difficult, but they make it seem easy.
Yeah, they do.
With the Chiefs, if they lost this year, nobody's going to feel bad for them. They already won 2, and nobody's going to think, how did they get all the way to the Super Bowl and not have any good wide receivers? Yeah. They're only going to be better next year.
Because I see them signing T. Higgins, to be honest with you. I see them going after, he's a free agent.
No, I know.
I think that DeAndre Hopkins is going to be released, and he's going to go there because they don't have that much money, but that's coming on a bargain.
Yeah, I think he
comes on a bargain. I think Higgins goes somewhere like the Texans.
He wants to get paid.
They have a lot of money and they're young, and they could go. This is the time if you're like the Texans, so you're not paying CJ any money. You push in and spend now while you're not paying a quarterback.
All right, Brandon. So, where are you watching the game today?
Oh, here. I'm actually in the middle of cleaning up. So we got the 75-inch on the wall. We're getting ready to clean up. We're having about 15 to 20 people over.
Damn.
We're making sliders. We got chicken coming. It's Valentine's Day, so you got to keep the ladies happy. So I got my wife all these flowers. Nice. So we're going to dress them up. I couldn't find white.
Did the same for my wife.
I couldn't find heavy-duty white cups. So what I did, I got red for when people walk in, they get a red cup for Chiefs, and they get the silver cup for the 49ers. So we'll know who's rooting for who. And when your team scores, you got to take a shot. That's the rule.
Oh, that's dope.
I like that.
That's nice.
Okay, yeah. I like that.
Yeah, so I was pretty drunk and upset with the Lions in the fourth quarter. Honestly, I'm really mad at Josh Reynolds and Vilgore, or whatever his name is, because that bounced off his helmet and into.
Oh yeah. Brutal. Both of them hurt. I mean, that's 2 plays on the first down, on 4th down, and then the other one that could have potentially moved the ball into enemy territory. So I was like, damn, bro, come on, just biggest stage, just lock in.
We just need some cornerbacks, edge rusher, and a kicker. So I still got faith in my Lions.
Yeah, I think they're going to be they're young enough and they're good enough that they think they're going to be a threat for the NFC North for years to come and right now,
Yeah,
especially with
exactly.
golf.
Exactly.
So, question: what is your favorite part of the Super Bowl weekend, Super Bowl week? We just mentioned ours about Radio Row in Vegas and everything like that. So, what is your favorite part of the week?
I got something for you guys before I answer that. I
Okay,
think that the Super Bowl should always be in Vegas.
agreed.
I think that if they're not going to give cold weather states like Detroit more chances, I definitely understand not doing it outside.
Yeah.
In a non-warm weather state, I would hate that. But if they're not going to give cold weather states a chance, I think they should literally just bounce the Super Bowl back between Miami and Vegas, and we call it a day. Um,
Agreed.
but my favorite part about the Super Bowl, I would say, is honestly everything. Like not everything, but like once the game starts, like not even before the game starts, like the national anthem is completely different. You could tell the cameras look different, the angles
Yeah.
look different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl is like everything is practice from the playoffs to week 1 through 17 or 18 now, and then the Super Bowl looks completely different. Like that's what I like about the Super Bowl. And then the
Yeah.
halftime performance, when I'll admit I'm a little biased. I kind of hate when I don't like the performer. Like
Yeah.
Oh, same.
Jennifer
If I don't like
Lopez
the
and
song, I get up and choose.
Shakira was probably the worst halftime performance ever.
Yeah. Wasn't that in Miami though?
No, that
Yeah,
was the
that's
one being you.
That makes
So that
sense
was
though. I
like
mean, it's just
they
geography
don't
wise.
care with Miami. Okay, that was.
they
That
could have
just
got
makes sense.
Pitbull, man.
They could have got Pitbull. I mean, fortunately, I do not like the dude, but they could have got DJ Khaled. I mean,
But Khaled would have brought like 15, 20 people.
20 people, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my point. It's like Khaled would have at least brought some artists that would have been. I don't know. I just didn't like that, and that's what I've heard that all week on sports channels, sports shows. They love it in Vegas because everything is right there,
Yep.
and you
I
don't
heard
have
the
to.
stadium small though.
The stadium's small.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Do you
They
guys
got a lot of-
follow BSO on Twitter?
You said
No.
BSO,
Yeah.
but Black Sports Online.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
saying
man.
that it's a little small compared to the other stadiums.
Yeah.
So, because he was talking about how ticket pricing goes and how it may be, a little more of an issue because it's not as many tickets. But what I don't like about the Super Bowl is actually the tickets. I think it takes away from the fan experience. That's why I'll probably never go. $5,000 for a ticket is ridiculous.
To sit up in the 600 section.
Exactly.
Like I'm good. I'll pop it on my 85-inch or my 120-inch screen, and I'll be good.
I would rather go to Vegas for the Super Bowl and not even be at the Super Bowl.
Man, we were talking about that. We tried everything in our power to get on Radio Row, and I'm not sure if you're familiar with that is, but it's basically just a bunch of podcasts, radio shows in the Mandolin Bay that just do their shows live, and they can interview athletes at random times. They just pop up, and you'd be like, "Hey, come on our show real quick," and they just pop up. You do a quick interview, and then they keep it. It's like what we're doing today. It's like 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. We didn't get it this year, but we're praying that we can get it next year for New Orleans.
New Orleans is also a good spot for the Super Bowl. Maybe a little cold, depending on. Is it Mardi Gras right now?
It's usually around now. Yeah, it's usually February.
Yeah.
It's going into March. So
I
yeah.
thought it was
Mardi Gras Super Bowl is pretty nice. I'll say that for sure.
Because I do remember when they do the Super Bowl logo, usually New Orleans, it usually is kind of Mardi Gras themed. Like
Okay.
I remember them kind of using like a purple, teal, and pink or whatever with a little bit of yellow. I specifically remember when the first, I think maybe second Super Bowl I remember was Patriots played the Packers, and it was in New Orleans. That's actually when I learned what betting was. Unfortunately, I was like 6. I probably shouldn't have. I bet the dude my mom was dating the Packers star.
Wait, the Patriots played the Packers in the Super Bowl?
no.
Yes.
They
Patriots
did.
played in 19. Yeah,
We were
like,
kids?
You were like 2. I'm older than you.
Oh, this is when Brett Favre won?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was in New Orleans.
Well, I'm thinking about the 6 that Brady won. I'm sitting here like
No. See,
Rams, Eagles.
People don't remember who Bledsoe got them to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The
No,
Patriots were a franchise before Tom Brady, contrary to popular belief out there.
No, he built it. He built the franchise. What you mean? And then he left.
He was their
He's
first-
like, I'm done.
The Patriots were relegated on some English Premier League type shit.
Absolutely.
That'd be some shit though if the NFL followed that type of
The relegation. Oh my
and
god.
then they brought up one of the U.S. Imagine if that like the Birmingham whatever the USFL team gets promoted
Oh yeah.
and the fucking the Panthers get relegated down to the USFL. That shit would be hilarious. All right, Brandon, we want
predictions.
Yes, that's what I was about to do.
Other big question for you.
Who you got and the score?
Give me Patrick Mahomes, MVP. Give me the Chiefs winning 35-31.
35-31. All right. I think someone else had that. I think Grandpa Jay had that today. He had either Chiefs. I think he had the opposite. He had the Niners 35-31. So, all right, Brandon. Well, we appreciate you coming on. We hope you have a great Super Bowl party. Tag us in if any great photos that you guys have, and make sure you do the prop bets.
I definitely will, man. Thanks for having me on, guys.
No problem,
brother.
Did
you see our prop bets, Brandon?
All right. You said what?
Did you see our prop bets?
No. What is it?
If you go on our page, we have 15 prop bets, just random stuff like color the Gatorade, how many times Taylor Swift will be shown. If you want to for fun, take it, print it out, do it at your party, tell them to follow our page, and share their results. It's just random stuff. Like even if you don't watch football, you can play it. Like it's what song Chris going to perform. All types.
Is somebody going to find out how many times Taylor Swift was shown?
We're just doing doing the anthem.
Oh, okay. Because I was
go on the page and pull it. It's a post from yesterday, and then share it with your people, tell them to follow us, and y'all do that at your Super Bowl party.
I will.
Yeah, you'll see our answers, and then at the end you can screenshot it, and it's a list of them, so you can walk through.
I hope they show Taylor Swift. I will say this before I leave. I will probably never watch football again if he proposes to Taylor Swift.
We had that.
I told everybody that's how it is.
I'll admit my hate for Taylor Swift. My hate for Taylor Swift isn't even her fault. Like it's honestly how I used to hate LeBron. Like it's not really his fault. Like
it's all overhyped.
But I hate her, man. Like and it's a strong word. That's why I'm using it. Like she's so annoying. It's not her fault. Like I said, it's the world's fault.
Yeah.
Just
everybody
let her have a boyfriend in peace, man.
Exactly. And that's what I don't get.
Did you guys see that video of Patrick Mahomes' brother trying to get in the club? And Patrick Mahomes' wife, like Kanye, shrugged him and kept dancing when he couldn't get past security.
Nobody fucks with Jackson Mahomes. He's just there.
It was like the most. Look, I will forever have beef with my sister-in-law if she Kanye shrugs me in the club while I can't get in, and when she walks away.
Peace.
She was just like this.
See ya.
Yeah, like I was like, that is hilarious. They all hate him.
Yeah, I mean, I can't blame him because I mean he embarrassed him so many damn times. It's just like, dude, I'm a $500 million player. Like, stop it. I'm not gonna put you on the side.
Like him.
I mean, you see him. He was barely at the entire season last year. So now he's in the suite now again. He got earn it. He had to sit up in the 300.
Well, all right,
brothers.
You guys. Y'all have a good one.
Appreciate you, Brandon.
Appreciate you.
Have a great day, bro.
You too.
So that was Brandon. Make sure you guys go follow him at Cocktails for Cocktails. What up, Shane?
Oh, we had a double join at the same time.
Double join.
Are we double joining? Do I need to back out?
No.
No, that's cool. It's cool. What up, Shane? What up, David? Or as I called you Sam for like a week, and Trey was like, "Why does he keep calling me? Who the fuck is Sam?" I'm like, apparently that's who's coming on the show.
Damn, I don't fucking know what he's saying. Shit.
So we got David on and Shane. Thanks for joining us here. We'll have a double segment here, but it's Super Bowl Sunday. How you guys feeling today?
Feeling pretty good, man. How's my audio?
It's good.
It's good. Now,
okay, perfect.
NBA championship bullshit shirt.
This the back-to-back. Old State, y'all know about this? This the back-to-back.
Yeah, I know. I was at the game that you guys kicked our ass. I was at the Orange Bowl.
Yeah, he's a Michigan fan.
I think he froze. Did he freeze?
I think he did.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, when he
man,
pops back on, I think Shane popped back on. He'll
I
be
think
back
Shane
on.
might be
He'll,
doing a test
yeah, it may have been doing a test. So, all right. Well, yes. So, thanks for Brandon joining us. Make sure you go follow his podcast, Cocktails at CWC Podcasts on all social media. So, make sure you guys tune in. We'll get David back in here. But, yeah, I mean, I agree with Brandon. Like, you know, the Super Bowl should be in Vegas from here on out. But I also am on the other side of things with it that maybe it shouldn't, because it's special because it's here now, because it's like it's like the first one, and okay, it's not going to be here for another few years. But don't you feel that, okay, maybe that may ruin it a little bit?
to an extent.
You know, like it might ruin the hype. You know, if it's okay, it's always there. I'll just get to it at some point. But if it's like, okay, every 10 years, it's like, oh shit, another 10 years, I'm gonna be 40. So,
so I like the idea, and I know it's these days, especially with NFL stadiums and stuff, it's not gonna be super often anymore. But I like the throw in of an outdoor stadium every once in a while, whether it be a Miami or a San Francisco or things like that, just because, like you said, it makes it special. It's a different atmosphere. And if we're looking for like a good feeling, good feeling atmosphere, Vegas can provide it, but I feel like, yeah, it might get, if you do it a bunch of times in a row, it might get a little stale.
Sounds good.
How we doing now, fellas? Am I back?
You're back. You're back. You're good. You're good. We're just saying that our previous guest, Brandon, he was saying that the Super Bowl should be in Vegas every single year. Now, what are your thoughts on that?
Man, I like Vegas as a site because there's a lot for people to do. I mean, a lot of people's been to Vegas just for, you know, the gambling and stuff, but man, it's a lot of attractions. The shows is easy to get places.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a great place for the Super Bowl. The weather's going to be great all the time.
Yeah, that's true. And there's a lot to do, right? And that's what I've been hearing on Radio Row and everywhere all week, is that it's everyone's right here, right? Like that's been the biggest thing. So where are you watching the game today?
So a buddy of mine invited me over, so I'm bringing the family. We're going to be close to Athens. So recently I moved from Cleveland back down to my hometown in Atlanta. So be watching the family here, turning up, see if the 49ers could get it done, man. I'm going for the Niners because the Chiefs, I don't want them to win, man. I'm tired of this dynasty talk, man. The NFL is big on parity. So let's see if they can hold that up. Okay, pay the refs off. Let's get it done. Stop Patrick Mahomes another time.
I don't know.
Yeah, you ready to pay the refs off, though?
Hey, man.
And we in Vegas. Taking them out.
Pay the refs off, man. The gambling is right there, man. Let's get it done, man. Halftime. Let's put some more money on the Niners. Let everybody win, man. Everybody be happy. Nobody wants to see Patrick Mahomes win another one. Then we're going to hear dynasty talk for a whole other season.
Well, you know, if they win, Taylor Swift's going to get proposed to, right?
Yep.
I got that all lined up. We're going to Disney World, and they proposed.
Right. So why can't Travis get his ring and then they float around and put her on the Cinderella float with Travis and Prince Charles?
Yeah, exactly.
All that type of stuff.
You're gonna get a call from Taylor and be like, "Hey, you can be my wedding planner."
I don't want to see it, man. Let's end it right now, man. Let's end the shenanigans because they already cheated Baltimore. Baltimore really should have been in there. Everybody know Baltimore was a better team than the Chiefs this year, and look what happened.
Yeah, Baltimore laid an egg, though.
The Baltimore fucked that up.
They laid an egg.
They were a better team this year. I agree. I just didn't.
They should have been in the Super Bowl.
They fucked that up because the thing is, their defense did hold them to basically nothing in the second half, but then they didn't do shit. You know, you got your MVP, and I love watching Lamar play. You got your MVP, and where was he at in the second half?
He was trying to play hero ball that everyone says they shouldn't do. If he would have just relied on the offense that got him there, they'd be in the Super Bowl right now because they ran the ball very well the 6 times they did it.
Well, that too. Right. For a team that's one of the best rushing teams in the NFL to go out and rush it 6 times, that's on you.
Yeah.
But that's when you know the NFL script is in, man. When you see Baltimore stop doing what brought them to the playoffs, what they've been winning games by running the ball, they get to the biggest game, and now they're throwing the ball. Lamar dropped back so much. I'm like, who are we watching? I didn't know he could pass that much.
You thought Peyton Manning was back there?
Oh my goodness, Brady, Manning, Drew Brees game plan. It was crazy. That was not a Lamar Jackson game plan.
No.
Where was the read option?
God.
Where was the draw plays up the middle?
Dear
Nothing.
Baltimore, Lamar Jackson is not Joe Flacco. Signed everyone.
I mean, Joe Flacco won them a Super Bowl, so I mean, he might as well.
Know, you go with it. You dance with the girl that brought you. You dance with the girl that brought you.
I get you, but I mean, he did bring them to the Super Bowl and win. I mean, Joe Flacco turned off the lights during the start of the second half. So,
speaking of Joe Flacco, what did you guys think about the Browns? Oh, go ahead. Beyonce?
Beyonce turned the lights out. They don't get the Beehive coming for us.
We don't want no issues.
All the credit. I don't want that smoke. Beyonce gets all the credit.
We don't want no issues, man, because Beyonce and the Swifties, man, hey, they roll deep, man. I don't want to get beat up.
Our podcast will get canceled in a minute. All the hard work gone.
Everything disappeared. It's weird. The lights went out on us.
Right.
So what were you asking?
I was saying, speaking of Joe Flacco, what do you guys thought, man, if the Joe Flacco was going to be able to get it done with the Browns? I know Trey had the Browns going all the way.
You know me, just my love for the Browns.
I think they should re-sign him next year and get rid of Deshaun, to be honest with you.
They should, but I don't think they will.
They won't.
They shot themselves in the foot, the Browns, because they went after Deshaun and knowing everything that he was going through. And I think the biggest thing that we keep saying every single year is that it's not about anything to do with off the field shit. Deshaun didn't play for 3 to 4 years. So when you don't play for 3 to 4 years,
I am getting kicked out every 5 seconds. Am I back?
You're like frozen. You on your MacBook?
No, I'm on the. Am I good? Can you hear me?
You're good now. Yeah.
You're good now.
All right, let's try this again. I had to change, scenery. Now I got you guys looking at the back window right here, man. I might have to give you guys a tour of the house.
Sorry, Brandon gave us a tour of his.
But Dave, watch me Super Bowls. What's your favorite part of Super Bowl weekend?
You know what? I do like when they show those clips of like random reporters just asking off the wall questions. My favorite was the little kid.
Oh, got cut off again. It's all good.
I think I know what Keith talking about too, because
he asked what was it? He asked
that's one of the few clips I've seen. Actually, yeah.
He's there every year though. That little kid. He's there most every year.
Dave, you cut off right when you said the little kid.
Oh my goodness!
Hurry up, get it out quick!
I got my little hamster. I'm trying to kick the hamster to run faster, man. He's messing up my Wi-Fi. Hurry up, hamster!
All good, man.
But no, they had a little kid, man, going around interviewing everybody. I guess he's like a little mini reporter. He's probably pretty much well known. I'm just now getting hip to him, but he was asking some pretty funny questions to Mahomes and Kelsey and everybody. So I do enjoy that when they just bring in all these reporters.
Damn.
Porters.
I'm a fast talker, Dave.
Where I got him.
He's gonna talk at like 20 times speed, like I do, or me or Jay. Being like the super fast.
He'll come back here in a second. There he is. You were on report.
That MacBook out the window in a minute.
This is like one of them episodes, those seasons you're watching, and all of a sudden it goes to the next. You gotta wait a week to watch it. It's like.
This is crazy, man. You guys are going to have a bunch of clips of me just frozen. I'm just going to stay like this, answer the question, go back like this. Just piece it all together.
Little photo shoot.
Well, the good thing is you're smiling in every single one of them. So like, when you freeze, you're like smiling. So we'll just put your audio underneath.
This is crazy. I need to. This is good, though. That means I need better Wi-Fi. Next time I try to do this, I need to get better Wi-Fi.
For sure. So you're saying a little kid reporter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying, the Super Bowl is a great time for all the reporters around the world because this thing is going to be broadcast to how many nations. So just being able to have those folks fly into one area and be able to talk to these folks that they never talk to.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
And then
I don't know. I'm not fair.
I love this guest.
Because we have to talk to his internet provider. He needs to literally send.
No, because he's probably got the same one that you were probably dealing with. He's probably
and he needs to send us off to the internet provider and say, "Give me a damn credit," because if they like, well, our internet's great. Say, no, I need a fucking credit. Look at this shit. He has not proof the internet is failing on him.
I think he's smiling in this freeze.
But I know what reporter he's talking about. I've been seeing a lot of clips of him, and I mean that goes back to what I said. Yeah, 100%. I mean, he's getting
a future star.
I mean, does he want to join our podcast so we can get some media credentials? God damn, bro.
I mean, we're Cinco squad, and we still have that 5th slot.
Well, the applications coming out in the soon. Look on your LinkedIn.
Yeah, interviews will be.
So yeah, I agree with him there. I think that's the coolest part about Super Bowl week. At the end of the day, is the entirety of the camaraderie of different news outlets and people. You get to see the athletes, the movie stars, the comedians, the singers, all in one area, and you're just enjoying their presence. And they are acting like little kids because they're at something that's bigger than them.
And I swear that every year I see at least one celebrity, whether it be actor, actress, musician, from whatever realm of celebrity, that I didn't know was as into football as they are.
Yeah.
You just go to the Super Bowl and all of a sudden it's like, oh, you're a massive football fan. Like back a while back. So when the Eagles won, right? When the Eagles beat the Patriots, up until then I didn't know how big of an Eagles fan Cooper was.
What?
And that's John didn't even watch that. I don't know why he's smiling.
Yeah, no.
That's the second most exhausted Super Bowl I've ever watched. I literally FaceTimed Trey after, and he was with. I think you were with Dre, and I was.
Yeah. Dre was.
Y'all could do a side podcast, Dre and Trey show. I don't know what popped in my head, but and I FaceTime, man. I'm sitting there with a bottle of champagne on the couch, and he's like, "How many steps you get?" I'm like, "I'm probably 20,000." I felt bad for my neighbor underneath because I was pacing back and forth in my room, jumping up and down. I was like, I'm sorry.
All right, outside with it.
The different sceneries of Dave. Holding up the rod.
Listen, I'm trying everything here, man. I want to answer y'all questions. I want to be on the show. I'm trying to have a good time, get y'all some clips. I don't know what's going on. We outside now, fellas. Is it better? Can you see me?
One key thing, no matter what, just in case you freeze up, what is your final score prediction? I know you said you got Niners. What's your prediction and how is this going to go?
Listen, I got the Niners winning 31-17 today.
Holy shit.
A couple touchdowns.
14 points.
Are you saying like an ass kicking or like a late touchdown?
Yeah, it's gonna be a late touchdown. I think it's gonna be close halftime, and then Shanahan learns his lesson. He's gonna run the ball the rest of the game. Run the ball. Christian McCaffrey, MVP.
100%.
Take in mind that there's gonna be a sore spot. Dave is a Falcons fan, so he has a relationship with Shanahan in Super Bowl.
Oh man,
he owes us. Come on, Shanahan, get it done, man. Run the ball. Do everything that you didn't do when we were in the Super Bowl to finish the game. All right, and stop Mahomes. And the biggest reason I love Mahomes, but I got a buddy that's a Chiefs fan. He gets on my nerves. Okay, I won't.
Damn.
I know what you're talking about. Charles.
And on next week's episode, we'll finish Dave's Chiefs friend that's a Chiefs fan.
Tune in next week to hear the end of it.
Where will Dave be next?
Dave's gonna be at the Super Bowl. He's gonna be outside.
You're gonna be outside Allegiant Stadium.
The next time the Clips come back, I'm gonna be sitting right next to y'all. The next time the Clips come back on me.
What's up, man? How you doing? And then if our computers freeze, we know it's just you. No,
oh my goodness, this is nuts. I'm gonna have to bring it closer to me. But yeah, I got a buddy that's a Chiefs fan. I want to be able to call him tonight and make fun of him.
Yes. That was at least the end. Would be the ending of a sentence.
Yeah. We're gonna have so many pieces in that interview, just
Different places.
Oh
That's
man.
the funny part. I mean, all his views are gonna be different.
No, see,
Everybody else, like all of us, haven't moved, but like his will be like, "Oh, he's outside now. He's here."
Did we tell everyone? Did we tell it? Like it was funny because Shane was moving around, Brandon was walking around. Did we tell everyone they have to walk around or something?
No, I guess everybody's posting but us.
With it actually moving today, so
we're slowly.
you know what's funny is I never met a Chiefs fan.
I know exactly what you're talking about. His Charles. I know what he's talking about. I've known Charles. You've actually been in fantasy football, Charles, before.
There we go.
Oh, I have.
Yeah, years ago.
Okay, so I'm holding the router.
Holding the.
So I should not get kicked if I'm this. Okay, listen, guys, please save these clips. All right,
my God,
I'm trying everything I can. All right, we got to get this done, man. Yeah.
So
my buddy Chuck.
Go ahead.
I want to be able to call him tonight and make fun of him a little bit, man. So hopefully the Niners can do it.
All right, Dave. Well, make sure you go to our socials and do the prop bets at your Super Bowl party.
Yep.
We got them up right now. There's 15. There's 15 of them, and have everyone at the party follow us on our socials to see what the prop bets are.
I got you. I'm gonna lock you guys in.
And we got to get you back in as a guest, especially.
Yeah.
I know that's like your time. So college football season, probably we got to get you on as like a guest doing the actual regular tape show.
That'd be great, man. I really appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys for having me on. Trey, thanks for the invite, baby.
Of course, appreciate you, bro.
All right, man. Have a good day, man.
I'll follow you guys. All right, man. Yep. Peace.
Oh, that was great. That was like
that was funny.
That was the funniest.
That hard in the while of the show.
Oh my God.
I have a report of that whole section of the show. My cousin Anthony is watching us right now, and my aunt has texted me and told me that whole time he was dying laughing.
Oh man, I'm dying laughing myself. I'm definitely laughing myself. I'm just like, what the? Oh, and shout out to Anthony. Happy birthday. Hope you had a great birthday weekend. What did he turn? Like 22? 23?
16 going on 30.
Keep it up, bro. Keep it up, bud.
Twitter, I didn't even know he was until you told me for Twitter. I didn't even know you were like my little cousin. But I didn't know you were like that far. Like I thought he was older.
So
like your
I have three cousins that are like significantly older than me. There's Anthony. I was 12 when he was born. There's Garrig. I was 14, and then there's Violet, and I think I was like 21 or 22 when she was born. So yeah.
Yeah, y'all got gaps.
It was like cousin, me, gap, cousins.
Because Mike came out like spitting out facts.
Yeah.
He came out and he started talking to his mom. He was like, "Did you know, Mom, that Yogi Berra won 12 World Championships?"
Like, all right, we gotta stop. We gotta halt it.
We gotta hold this. Don't do another one until 12 years from now.
Yeah.
But our next guest, you just saw him come in and come out a little bit in the beginning. His name is Shane Moreland. Shane is a proud supporter of us that does constantly gets into arguments with myself and the rest of the guys on social media. So he will be joining us here in just a few minutes. But yes, Shane has been worked with me at iHeart, and really good person. Golfed with him a bunch of times. He's a really good big sports fanatic. So can't wait to have him on next. And then at 1 o'clock we have our resident guest that's a Baltimore Ravens fan, and we can't wait to have Fonz DeFalco back on. And of course, we got to end the show. We're gonna end the show with Idris, so make sure you tune in there. We also got a couple of my buddies and our music guy, Vinny Amarelli. I can't wait to have him on because he's been producing all of our music for us. And then Hennessy Aspilari is coming on as well, so can't wait to have those guys on here in just a little bit. But yes, I mean, he brings up a good point. I mean, during Super Bowl week, it's just a lot of like positive. It just seems like there's not a lot of negativity. There is and there isn't. So Shane, what up, brother?
Shane.
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Yep, hear you good. We'll see if this one, the last one with Dave, he kept freezing on us. So And so hopefully this isn't a software issue. It's more of a just his Wi-Fi. So how you doing, man?
Good, man. How about you guys? Love the show.
Yeah, I just said
appreciate the support.
Yeah, I told everyone that you're our proud supporter on social media, and you're not afraid to give it to us when we need to.
No, man. I love your guys' opinions. I think you are all very, very knowledgeable. I don't even need to watch ESPN anymore. I got you guys.
I appreciate that.
We
man.
appreciate that.
Glad to finally have you on the show. I know we've been talking about it for a minute, but what are you doing today? What are you planning
just
on?
gotta work. Yeah, just got a workout in up at LA Fitness, and just came over to my mom and dad's. I think my brother's gonna come over later, and we're just all gonna watch the game over here. They live on a little lake up in Land O'Lakes, Florida. So
Nice.
probably just gonna hang up here today. Looks like it's a nice day out, a little windy, but hopefully the clouds stay out, and it's a nice sunny day.
Nice. What's your favorite part about this week? We've been asking everybody what their favorite part, and Super Bowl week just seems to be different than any other sport. So what's your favorite part of this week and weekend?
It's pretty much Super Bowl Sunday. It's today. I like being with I usually watch it with my family, so that's the awesome thing about the Super Bowl. It brings a lot of family and friends together. So it's just an awesome day to get with your family and friends, watch a great game, and I'm really hoping we see a good game. It's never a really great Super Bowl Sunday if it's not a good competitive game. So really hoping it's a good game down to the end.
Shane, real quick refreshment. Who is your actual team or your favorite football team? Who are your root interests?
Yeah, I grew up in Michigan, but they never really gave me that many good memories. So I was born in Florida, so my first NFL game was actually at the Raymond James Stadium where the Bucks play. So I saw Michael Vick play there. I was a big Michael Vick fan growing up, so I saw Michael Vick play at the Bucks Stadium. But when all that dog stuff went down, I switched sides and went to the Bucks. So I'm a Bucks fan now. Was a big Jameis Winston fan, which it could have worked out for him, but he's a character. I like watching him at the Saints and all stuff that he does off the field.
So we were talking about, I guess it's been a common theme with everyone, but they're saying that Vegas should be the home site of the Super Bowl every single year. You think that?
I mean, with the sports betting and all the casinos, it's a good idea for sure. The weather, you're never gonna have a problem with the weather just because they got a dome, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Is
there retractable?
No,
I don't think it is because of the heat that they probably would never retract it because of that heat out there.
The windows on the side open up, kind of like the Marlins.
Well, let me ask you guys this: is that turf? Is that field turf?
Grass.
It's grass.
Okay. With the grass,
having issues with that field and the grass in that field.
Gotcha. Yeah, if there's no problem with the grass and obviously it being a dome, I think it's a perfect place to have the Super Bowl every year with all the gambling, good tourism spot. So it definitely would generate a lot of money for not only Vegas but probably for the overall NFL.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw you a random question from last week's show. Just I'm kind of curious. Okay, you're at the Super Bowl. We give you a shot to get a booth, and you get to hang out for the day. Name 3 celebrities you would hang out in the booth with at the Super Bowl. Anybody want anything?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like some of
I'm
our
gonna
random,
go.
we had Bill Walton, we had Kevin Hart, we had Snoop Dogg in the booth. We had a lot of random people in our booths.
I'm gonna say Wesley Snipes.
Wow. Never would have thought that.
The Rock.
I can see that.
And probably Michael Jordan.
That's a hell of a 3.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a 3 right there. Why Wesley Snipes?
Yeah, but Snipes is the one I need to know.
Yeah, I grew up watching his movies. I loved all the action flicks in the '90s that he was in. So yeah, I was a huge fan of Wesley Snipes growing up. Thought he was a badass.
I'm just kind of imagining him coming in dressed like Blade and just pulling up his
Right.
house like the Super Bowl. Like, hey, bro, we're in Vegas. Why are you out here with all this and this big black coat on?
Well, what Shane didn't tell you is that he really just wanted The Rock and Michael Jordan. Blade's going to be sitting outside at security. Making sure everyone is cool. That way Michael Jordan and The Rock and him can game plan a new business venture.
Is that booth being guarded by a guy by Wesley Snipes with a sword?
Big ass fucking sword, glasses on.
He has fangs. He has fangs.
Shane, have you ever been to Vegas?
Yeah, I have. I've been there a few times. I think the last time I was there probably back in 2018. Yeah, I went to a nightclub, but mostly was just passing through to go check. I think I was going down to Arizona, so what I did was I rented a car in Vegas and drove down to Arizona.
Nice. Well, brother, oh yeah, final score. Final score. You got me. Yeah, my bad. Who you got in the game and final score?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. It's just hard for me to bet against Patrick Mahomes. He's been very, very impressive since he's came into the league. The 49ers, they've had some great comebacks against the Packers and obviously the Lions, but it's hard for me to believe that they're going to play bad. I think it's going to be a really close game. I don't think they're going to play bad. I think they played pretty bad in the first half of both the Packers and the Lions game. So I think it's going to be a close game. I'm going to go Chiefs 24, 49ers 21.
Wow, low scoring.
Kind of close to me.
Yeah.
I had 27-23 Chiefs overnight. Yours is close to mine.
What do you guys think? Who do you guys think is going to be the X factor for both teams?
I think I had Snead, but I had for the Niners. It's going to be Kyle Juszczyk.
Yeah, Juice.
It's a Juice something. Yeah, that guy. And then I had Darius Snead on the Chiefs side. What about you, Mike?
If I'm trying to recall exactly who I said. I had said. I think for the Niners, I had Christian McCaffrey. And then for the Chiefs, I think I had Travis Kelce. I think I had Travis Kelce as theirs.
I had Pacheco. I think he's going to have a heavy run game. So I had Pacheco. I didn't really give a 49ers one because at the end of the day, as I keep telling y'all, Michael Jordan plays for the Chiefs. I keep saying this. I'm going to keep going with that. Don't care what the Niners got to do over there.
What about you? Who's your X factor?
I'm going to go McCaffrey for the 49ers. If he can get it going, man, they're tough. They're really tough to stop. And then for the Chiefs, I'm going to go Kelce. I think he's got to make some big catches on himself tonight. I think Mahomes is going to put him in the right, positions, but I think he's going to have to, maybe even make some one-hand catches tonight because I think they're going to really be key on him. But I think if Kelce and McCaffrey get it going, it's going to be a really good game.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's going to be a Super Bowl for the ages. I don't think it's going to be like you said, it's going to be a tight game and everything. But bro, make sure you go in on our socials and we have prop bets and do it with the family. It's just about 15 questions. It's on our socials. I think you liked it actually, but go ahead and do the prop bets and have the family follow us on our socials and let us know what you guys pick in the comments.
Definitely, we'll do. And like I said, love you guys. Go ahead, Trey.
No, I said I appreciate you coming on. Good to finally meet you.
Yeah, you guys too. I'm really looking forward to talking with you more in the future. And like I said, love the show. Just keep doing what you're doing, and keep building that Cinco Squad brand. And Mike, go Irish.
Go Irish. Hell yeah. Go.
All right, brother. Have a great day. We'll have you on here soon.
All right, check you later.
Yeah, I mean, the X Factors. I think did the line change? By the way, I'm changing subjects, but did the line change, Trey?
Are you talking official line for the game?
Yeah, it changed, didn't it? It wasn't at 3.5. Now it's at 1.
I'll tell you in 2 seconds. I'm loading it up now. I haven't played some prop bets earlier, but I didn't really place. It is at 2 right now.
Oh wow, went back up. It went back up.
2 over-unders at 47.5. That was at 46.5 when I initially did our prop bet. So
correct.
That did change.
I think this is definitely one that's going to keep kind of
fluctuating. It depends, man. It depends on who shows up for the 49ers, right? Yeah. If the 49ers show up like they did 2 weeks ago against the Lions, the Chiefs are going to take advantage of that. They just 100%, are. 100%. They're not the Lions. They're going to take advantage of that. They're not going to allow the key is when you come out from halftime. Halftime's longer. That's what they always say is halftime's longer. It's a 40-minute halftime instead of their normal 20. So that plays a big factor. Whoever can come out of the half firing,
But I've heard that a few times where, like they say, like remember, what was it? When Sean Payton goes out and does the onside kick because the Colts were basically in mud at that point, coming out of halftime, the long extended. So like that's always interesting to me to see, like you said, how do you come out to halftime? Are you going to come out aggressive? Like me, whoever I am, if I get the ball at the half, I'm coming out aggressive. I may come out with a trick play. I'll probably coming out passing because there's a chance you might catch somebody partly asleep after that extended halftime. Like that played a lot. So it'd be interesting to see. Like I could see, I know on our prop bets I put a pass coming out because I think either way, whether it's Shanahan or Reed, I think either one is going to come out aggressive in the second half after a close first half today.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, for sure. I think.
Brandon, who did y'all pick for? What did y'all pick for y'all first song for Usher? Speaking of halftime,
Us three picked and Jamie picked Confessions.
Okay, so I forgot who interview popped up, but somebody, I forgot what player, but they were like, he's gonna come out to Daddy's home, and I said, I swear to God, he comes out to Daddy's home. I'm gonna lose my mind.
Or if he comes out to Boo, I'll be like, God, come on, bro. Like, out of all songs, you can my boo. Like, you can do that in the middle. Like, come on, like, do this like in the middle. You gotta get the crowd up, right?
Well, and remember, like Lil Jon, all them in the video. So that's my gut was like, he'll probably come out, maybe have Lil Jon on stage or something like that.
Now that would be good if he could do that. I mean, we don't have an insider right now. We should have got Keenan as the insider this year for the Super Bowl. Remember when Keenan? If everyone doesn't know, we have a friend named Keenan, and he was in the Super Bowl for Tampa. So
the weekend.
He was
one of the dancers for the weekend at that halftime show.
He was one on the field. I mean, that would have been pretty sweet, in my opinion.
Was that the year? Was Tampa? Was that the COVID year? I can't remember. Was that?
Yes. Yeah. It was the one where
he got the shorter Super Bowl.
Yeah, and like honestly, it was not a good game by a pretty dominant Chiefs team. To be honest with you.
Well, you remember in that game, and this is something key also, since we're talking about the Super Bowl, they have a better line they did the last time when they played the 49ers, and they have a better time when they played the Bucs. Like, this is one of the better lines that Mahomes has as far as protection. If you go back to that Bucs game, they have to re-up that line because, remember, Mahomes is running for his life. He made some crazy plays, even though they lost, running for his life for 4 quarters. He hasn't really had to do that with this version of the Chiefs. After that night, I swear that's been from head up, GM up there. That's been a big thing for them is we would not have him out here running for his life, getting killed out here.
Well, what basically they said was, hey, we've seen some of the top quarterbacks. Let's look at the top quarterbacks in the league. Lamar Jackson, hurt. Joe Burrow, hurt. Josh Allen, hurt. All 3 of them hurt. And they're all top 5 quarterbacks in this league. So we have the best quarterback in the league. He cannot take that abuse again. Right. I mean, granted, that was a very good Tampa defense. Very
at that point.
Yeah, it was crazy good. I don't know. I can't see him running around today. The Niners defense has kind of been off as of late. There hasn't been the dominant defense.
Pass rush. I don't get why though, and that's crazy.
I don't get it either.
When you look at those names, like those names will tell you it's a pass rush. When you actually watch the game, the pass rush is not equated to the names of like Bosa, Young, Hargrave. Like you looking like, oh, this should be a strength. But to me, and that's part of why I think Pacheco is going to be an X factor is because that front has not been as dominant. I remember going back to that Chiefs Bucs game, and I didn't think about it too. I remember I was listening to Ramani Jones and he pointed out after, and he had picked the Chiefs too that night, and he was like, he didn't think about it until the game started. Mike Remmers was starting left tackle, and he was like, oh, shoot, the last time we saw Mike Remmers starting left tackle, it was when Von Miller won his Super Bowl MVP, and the Panthers were just getting kicked and running around. Everybody's running for their life, so that could be like a crazy factor.
And let's welcome in our fourth kid. Fourth kid. Oh, jeez.
Oh, no. Am I good?
Echo.
I apologize if there's echoing here. I apologize. Am I good?
No.
Yeah, I don't hear any echo. Yeah, I hear any echo now.
Yeah, no, I do. No, I do.
I do not.
You got to turn off the echo. Turn off the echo cancellation.
Why is that not working for me? Hold on. I apologize. I didn't mean
You're
to
good.
join on here.
You're good.
It's not turning up for me. Not changing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Technical.
My apologies. I should have texted Mike saying I'm going to join now. My bad on that.
No big. No big.
Here, Fonz, why don't you hop out? And we're going to let Fonz hop out because I don't want to hear my voice because I feel bad for you guys for hearing it twice. So, but yeah, we'll get Fonz back in. I think we have to adjust the echo cancellation in its settings, so he will be back. But yeah, that's one thing. What you were saying, Trey, is 100% what I'm thinking as well. Is with the him scrambling so much is you got to get that figured out. At the end of the day, you got to get that figured out. So. Any word on him yet, Mike?
No, we're working on it.
Do you think? Okay, so speaking of scrambling, in the last game they played, Purdy's legs became a big factor. Do we think Purdy's legs are actually going to come to play tonight? Because that was something where it was funny. You would have thought he ran what we thought Lamar Jackson was going to run for in his game, where he ran at the exact right times. Like there was no wasted runs, and every yard was needed to finish that game.
I actually have that as one of my X factors. As well is that I didn't know Purdy was that quick. To be honest with you, I didn't know he was that quick when we never saw him really run.
I don't think they did either in this show.
And I think the biggest thing with him is can the Chiefs contain him? Right, you almost have to put a spy on him, and people wait a whole year to watch film and stuff. But can the Chiefs put a spy on him? They have some of the best linebackers in the game. Can they put a spy on Purdy to make sure he doesn't get that escape route, right? Make him throw a pass that's what the hell did you just throw? That's what the Packers did. The Packers forced him to make bad throws.
Well, it's funny because none of us would have, like you said, going into that game, nobody would have thought it. So I guess it's up to Andy Reid or I guess Spags in this case to go back, actually look at the film and not wait until next year and look at what you just saw and say, look, if he takes maybe you didn't even come out with a spy maybe. If he takes off twice, then you need to adjust. And that's something that the Lions just said, I don't care. I just seen him run 3 times in a row. Eventually, don't play prisoner of the moment. Do what you have to do.
Yeah. And everyone that's watching, when we were talking about our prop bets, I'm going to put them up on here right now. Here are our prop bets that we have for Cinco Squad. It is on our socials, so make sure you go tune into our socials at Cinco Squad Pod 05. These are the prop bets that we have. If this goes away and you need us to DM us, let us know. You can use them for the game. And then if you do use them in the game, tag us in your answers and the family doing it, your friends doing it. Make sure you guys tune in. These are the prop bets. So we have 1 through 15, and it's on our socials. So make sure you guys go tune that in. Yes. To your point, Trey. Mike, do you think his running game is going to play a factor?
Yeah, I think it, to a certain extent it's going to have to. I think this is the type of defense, and these are types of defense where both quarterbacks are going to have to run. I think the run game overall for both teams is going to be important, both from quarterback perspective, from a running back perspective, and there's not as much film on him running as there is from him passing and some of the other, like especially McCaffrey. Yeah. So it's like, okay, he's a good enough runner that you can bust out like an RPO every once in a while or a quick designed run. But he's got to make sure that paramount in this is that he has to make sure he goes down. He cannot take hits trying to run.
Yeah. You're not trusting Sam Darnold?
No, this has to, no, you have to have drilled into his head when we run you or when you take off, like,
yeah.
As far as you can get before you're going to get hit, that's fine. We'll take whatever yardage you can get. After that, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think, and everyone, we apologize. I think Fonz is still having some trouble with his echo cancellation on his mic, but we'll try to get him in here as soon as possible. If we have to double up on people, that's no problem at all. Guys, I mean, we're about, what time is it? 1 o'clock. We're about 5 hours till game time. If you're sitting in your hotel room before the game, what are you doing? You know, what are you doing for the whole day? Like, how are you prepping for this day? Because it's a long day.
Yeah.
I'm just napping for it. I mean, because at this point, you already know your keys. You've had 2 weeks to study this. You don't want to overthink either. At this point, everything that the game plan set, it's not like you're going to go work out more. It's not like you're going to reinvent the wheel at this point. So I am napping, so I can relax. So I'm not overthinking about it. I'm not thinking about, oh, what can I do to mess up, anything like that. I want to be well rested as possible and relaxed as possible. And there's nothing like a nice, relaxing nap. I'm going to get a salad, a couple bananas, make sure I got my potassium straight, make sure I'm not going to cramp up, get a bottle of Gatorade, and nap. I mean, that's what I did playing football game I played. And I ain't never go to the Super Bowl, so I only could imagine the pressure in this type of game.
I'm going through my normal game day routine. When I play, and I'm thinking about this game as an 8:30 game, big primetime game. And I'm going through my normal routine of I'm going to go get a lift in the morning. I'm going to come back, have my, meals that I need to have before my game to keep my nutrition, keep the food in me. I probably would have very heavy carb morning in the food, like pasta, rice, anything that's very high in that to keep the energy for myself and have that stored energy. Like you said, for a game like this, I'm doing that in the morning, and then I'm going back to my room. I'm shutting the blinds, and I'm not opening them until it's time for team bus.
Right.
Let's roll. Like, I may do some meditation, may do some, maybe if I brought my PS5, I'll play a few video games, keep my head, clear of anything. But like you said, Trey, at this point, this is week 19 or 20 for them. Mm-hmm. They know their keys, they know their plays, they know what they're doing, they know the other team on the other side of the ball. At this point, if you're not ready, you got to get ready. What you think?
If you ain't ready, then if you're not ready, you're gonna be at the loser Super Bowl party tonight. At this point, I mean, that's part of what for me. That's part of why I did pick the Chiefs. It's always hard not to pick a team that's been there because it is so much extra stuff. The media obligations, the longer halftime, the just pressure. Like I don't worry about if Mahomes is nervous. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he does get nervous before games, but he's been here so many times. I just feel like he probably looks at this like, yes, it's a big game, but this is just another big game.
Yeah.
Not the big game, because he's already played in the big game. And he's been on both sides. He's won, he's lost. And several people out there. I mean, Kelsey's been on both sides. Chris Jones has been on both sides. Reed has been on the wrong side multiple times. Oh, no offense, John, back to Philly. He's been on the wrong side many times. I mean, in the same breath, you can say Shanahan has, but, a lot of these, the 49ers somewhat have the same guys, but they don't. Like, CMC wasn't there last time. I mean, Debo was there, Kittle was there, but they have a lot of, different guys, even from the last time, or half his roster. Chase Young wasn't there at the time. I mean, you got Hargrave, who's already been in the Super Bowl, different team, but that's always an interesting thing, too, to see who chokes up, when the moment gets deep. We just seen the Lions. When shit got tight, we out here seeing drop passes. We're seeing Dan Campbell. I mean, I guess we're going to say in character, but making the wrong decisions when shit gets tight.
I say just stick to your plan. Don't go away from your plan, because the teams that go away from your plan are the teams that normally are you're going to have to make adjustments, right? In-game adjustments. You're going to have to make adjustments. But stick to the core of what got you here. For the Chiefs, it's Travis Kelce, it's Patrick Mahomes, it's Pacheco. It's giving him the ball. For the Niners, the same thing. McCaffrey giving Debo his touches. Kittle hitting for those. For some reason, he's open passes and on defense. So, I mean, that's what I say. That's what I say about the coaching staff. And they just need to lock in and just keep it. Make the adjustments where you need to make in a halftime, but you got 60 minutes. Like,
right?
Don't rush everything. You ain't got to pull every. And Andy Reid knows this. Shanahan should know this, right? This is a second opportunity. So, well, third, I guess you could say. And he kind of butchered the one in Atlanta. What do you think?
Mike? You were talking about like different people, the key factors of running. Do you think Deebo Samuel's over or under 4.5 rush attempts in this game?
That's tricky because it depends on how well McCaffrey's doing. I'm gonna say the under because I think McCaffrey is gonna be able to get going at some point.
So you think McCaffrey's gonna take the bulk?
I
You
think
don't think they'll
McCaffrey's
do too
gonna
much of the.
take a carry or two away from what Deebo would have if he was having problems getting the run.
Got you. So you're saying not more that Shanahan has a plan. You just expect McCaffrey to be running hot enough where they're like, you can't not feed the hot horse.
Feed the hot hand. You're right.
Gotcha.
Feed the hot
No,
hand.
that makes sense. Because I'm kind of curious to see how Shanahan is going to actually. Deebo, I mean, as we've seen, when Deebo went out for those couple of weeks, everything changed. So I'm kind of curious to see, like, with 2 weeks, what is Shanahan playing for Deebo? Because clearly there's something about Deebo and his motion and everything they do with him that is, like, everything for, like, Shanahan, the way he plays offense. The team looks like a different team. You could honestly almost argue that Deebo might be the most important person on the team, even though he's not the best person on the team. He's not the second best person on the team. But just for what Shanahan uses in planning, it seems that Deebo is like at the center of everything when he makes these plays.
He definitely is the most important guy in the team because when he was about to be out for the NFC Championship game, it was the biggest news. It wasn't that Brock Purdy's a game manager. It wasn't anything like that. It was Deebo's going to be out. Will he be able to play? And with him not in the lineup, it does play a factor because, a lot of the guys. What up, Vinny? Can you hear us?
Hey.
What's happening, guys?
So everyone, welcome in Vinny Amarelli, our music guy. Yes. I was just texting you to come back in. What's going on, brother? Our music guy and our producer.
Nice, man.
We appreciate him having on. Yes, sir.
Vinny is
I was too hyped to jump on, man. I had to jump on a little early.
So, Vinny, what you doing today? What are you doing today for the game?
Man, I'm out here just enjoying time with the family. Going to be watching it over at a friend's house, but yeah, man, I'm locked in with my picks. Got some over and unders ready. We're gonna see what happens, man. It's gonna be an interesting one.
So you got over unders ready. What do you think? Give us some insight. Give us one good over or under you have that us gamblers we need to be looking at.
Hey, man, look, you guys were talking about the bets. I saw someone typing up something, so y'all got to be locked in over here. So I should be asking you for advice. But so I'll read them off to you, man. I got over 90.5 yards, McCaffrey. I got over 49.5 George Kittle receiving yards, 70.5 over for Travis Kelce receiving yards, and then over 67.5 with Pacheco with rushing yards. So we'll see.
Okay. So everyone that doesn't know, Vinny is the guy that produces all of our music, and we are very grateful for all that. Make sure if you're in the music industry and you need a music guy, he does excellent work, and we are truly blessed and grateful for your contribution to the show, brother. We really appreciate it. Thanks for coming on, man. I love having you. Love that fact that we can get everyone on here today. We got Hennessy coming on right after, so if you want to hang out with him, he's coming on right after. But
Benny, do us a favor too. Shout your socials off. Anybody that may be interested in beats or anything.
Yeah. So it's at Vinny Waves, VINNYWAVS. I use that name because waveform being an audio file is a wave file. So we're out here trying to keep shit wavy too, man. We're out here, and I'm grateful for you guys, man. And I'm rocking with you guys forever, man. Jonathan, you're familia, brother. So anything I can do to help, man.
For sure. So going into more of the Super Bowl, what is your favorite time? What is your favorite part about this week and this weekend?
Man, honestly, it's the last football game of the season, so I try to cherish every moment because after this we go back to basketball and kind of a slower time in sports, So I grew up playing baseball, but my favorite time is just getting together, man. Just all the excitement around the Super Bowl. It's the biggest game of the year, so just a lot of that goes into it. I've always been a fan. We come from the iHeart background, man. Yeah. So, we used to work together. So advertising, just seeing how everyone can capitalize on those opportunities.
Oh, no, we got the frozen guy.
I was going to say, he just freeze. No, I was like, that was like a hard cut. I was like, oh, shoot, he just freeze.
So we were talking about Vegas. Should Vegas be the home location from here on out?
Man, revenue-wise, yeah, because they're going to make a killing this weekend. I think it's just the best place for the Super Bowl. There's just so much that goes on, and they're just going to make the most money, doing it in Vegas. There's so much promo and so much things you can do around it. Would love to be there this weekend, but it's probably just mayhem.
It definitely is. Vinny, who's your team? Your football team?
I'm a Bucks fan, man. I'm born and raised in Tampa, so I got to rock with my Bucks through and through, man. No matter the quarterback, no matter the situation, we're rocking.
Trust the Baker.
Yeah, man, he's a dog.
So you want him back for next year, though? So you want?
Yeah, 100%. We got to keep our pieces together, man. I think Baker found his home here. We love him here, and I think with Mike, you got to get him. That's number one. I think you got to bring back a guy like Winfield for sure. He's a beast. And, you got to keep the pieces intact, man, for sure.
That's one thing the Buccaneers have done is keep their defense. I saw it against my Birds. They dominated the fucking Eagles.
Right,
made the Eagles look like Swiss cheese.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts being out though. I mean, I was talking about this with some friends, man. When you have an injury on your throwing hand, I mean, like I said, I played shortstop in baseball, and I hurt the same finger, and I couldn't imagine how you're throwing a football all game long with a hand injury like that. It's brutal, man. But shout out to Jalen Hurts for just powering through that as best as he could, man. Tough end of your Bird season, bro.
Especially in the NFL doing that too.
Exactly.
So as a Bucks fan and trusting at the moment in the Baker man, while you may have the Baker man trust for now, would you want them to maybe even go mid-round for a quarterback this year, or are you in the camp of kind of waiting to see how things work out?
Yeah, no, good question, bro. I think we do got Kyle Trask still behind on the number 2. So I think he's a solid kind of like number 2 to go if something happens to Baker. I think you just kind of lock in with that. I think we got to go more corners, more like maybe another offensive lineman kind of deal. But I think as far as our quarterback situation, I think we're solid for the next couple of years.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, that's the biggest thing that Baker gave hope for the Buccaneers is that, okay, we got a couple years to develop someone here. He can hold down the offense. So, we can go draft someone, but let's not try to throw. It's so hard in the NFL now to find a quarterback. And there's only like 8 teams out that had a starting quarterback from the beginning to the end this year.
Yeah. I see Cam Newton still chirping. He still thinks he's the best top 32 in the league. You never know until you give the guy a shot, but I think quarterback.
He wasn't the best 32 last he played. So no, and I like Cam. I've been a Cam apologist and defender many a times on our show, but I like what Cam was doing with the media stuff. I want him to stick with the podcast.
Yeah,
it's entertaining what he's doing over there.
Well, the thing with
for sure, man, for sure. I did see something too. I don't know if it's true or not, but they caught Baker mic'd up talking to someone, another gentleman, and he was saying something like, "Yeah, just put some pieces together, build a career here." I think they kind of got him mic'd up, saying some things that weren't supposed to be said in public. So we'll see if it comes to fruition, man. But I think he's found a good home here, and I'm all for it, man. I'm Team Baker all the way.
Well, he's
talking.
Are
you in Tampa watching the game, or are you watching the game at tonight?
Yeah, I'll be in Tampa, man. I'm actually out here in St. Pete right now, so I'll be out here watching it. But yeah, I'm at home, man. So we'll be watching it. Wish I was in Vegas though, for sure.
You watching solo, or you got people over and everything?
Just with the fam. Just with the fam, for sure. Yeah, just cooling it, man. At the end of the day, it's a Sunday, man. Can't get too rowdy out here.
True. Vinny, we got on our socials. I think you liked it too, but have the fam and you put together. We got these prop bets that we put together, or Trey put together, 1 through 15. On our socials, you can screenshot it so that you can pass it around everyone. And fill it out. It's just a fun little thing where you can just go through. We did it, and you guys can have some fun with it. You can change them up if you want to. You don't have to do all 15. Do 10 of them, 5 of them. And if you guys do them, just let us. Tag us in a video if you guys do them or something like that. And, have everyone at the party, follow us on our socials.
Gotcha. We'll do. I'll definitely get the bets rolling, man. I'll see if I can put it up on the TV or something. We'll do a little like
that'd be sweet,
or something awesome. Like that.
That'd be sweet. And then you guys got to take a shot.
we'll mix a little drinking in there too. Let's figure something out.
Do a shot of apple juice. There you go. So not getting too right.
Maybe I'll do a shot of Hennessy for my boy Hennessy.
Hennessy, yeah, there you go.
That's the real goat.
Oh man, that may be. You might want to call off work tomorrow then.
Yeah, you ain't lying, man.
You're gonna throw down some mean tracks if you start. You start.
Oh, man, you give me a couple shots of Hennessy, I'll have an album to you.
Love it.
No,
So-
I much love you guys, man, supporting the music. And like I said, John, least I could do for you guys, man. You guys have
great.
Going, man, and any way I can help, bro. So it's all love.
So to end our conversation here, who you got and what's the score?
Man, if it's all going to be who jumps on the other team first. If the 49ers can come out, McCaffrey just blows them out of the water early, and the defense is locked in early, I'm going to pick the 49ers, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 49ers if they can jump on them early, because you let the Chiefs get on you early, they've been there before, they know what they're doing, they're gonna take it. So the 49ers have a very small window to jump on the Chiefs, man, and I think they could do it if they get out on them early.
Yeah.
What's the score you got for the game?
I'm gonna go 27-21 Niners.
Okay.
Our first Niners pick.
Yeah.
No,
First Niners pick.
No, Brandon picked Niners.
Brandon picked. Yeah.
Did Brandon pick Niners? I thought he picked Chiefs.
Did he? Wait, I can't remember.
I think he picked the Chiefs because he said if he picks the Chiefs, that means they're going to lose.
Oh, okay. I thought we had that.
We'll
go back and review.
He said he wants the Niners to win, but he thinks
that's okay. That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, we'll see if who the NFL gods got.
Exactly.
If it's the Niners' turn or if they're going to keep
gods.
the Chiefs on.
Shit! The script's messed up.
Oh no! Wait, Dave did pick Niners.
Dave
said he didn't want the.
Dave picked the Niners. Okay, so now we got two Niners.
I knew somebody.
Got two of them.
He's not supposed to do that.
Well, Vinny, we got to get you back on the show here, on the regular show here. Sometime soon here during baseball season or whatnot. So, but we appreciate you coming on and keep making those tracks, man. They sound amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah,
appreciate you, brother.
Way, man. Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. You guys are awesome, man. Keep the vibes going, man. And like I said, man, happy to help. And I got more coming your way, John. Don't worry.
Sweet.
Sounds great, man. I can't wait to listen to them.
Much love, guys.
All right, see you, brother.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Well, yep, that's Vinny, our music guy, I call him, but that's all the music that you hear. If you are an artist or looking for someone to, utilize beats or anything in that sense, or if you're a podcast that wants beats, hit up Vinny. He's on our socials at Vinny Waves. So make sure you guys go tune into him. He does a great job, and we can send you guys some of the examples. But
I got a question for you all. Is Hennessy ready?
Yeah.
He's ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question for Hennessy, actually. I'll save this for him when he comes, since he's ready. And Hennessy's a music guy, so I have a question here.
So I'm just wondering, with all these shows going on, I guess, Trey, you alluded to it in the beginning, like you don't really watch much coverage. When do you start watching it?
Pretty much about Friday. That's when I start really. Like I'll watch a little bit here and there sparingly, but Friday's when I start watching the actual for real coverage. Other than maybe a couple podcasts people I listen to, but even them, like and I've heard so many podcast people talk about how it's so draining to figure out topics and how do we continue to do this, especially the daily people have to do this for 2 weeks straight. Like I know we do a weekly show and then we have our during the week content, but at a certain point, it's only so many times you can say Christian McCaffrey's going to do this, Mahomes is going to do this. Like earlier, I clicked it on. And they were talking about the Cowboys. They had Rex Ryan talking about why he wanted the Cowboys defensive coordinator position. And first, I'm like, why are you talking the Cowboys? I said, well, what else you got to talk about? I guess Rex is here. Ask him about it. We're tapped out. Also,
it's because Rex was sitting with Jerry at the awards, and now they had to find something. It's like, okay, well, let me make this story up. Right. But I mean, I would.
No, Rex said he wanted. Rex said
no, I know he did. I know. I was just fucking around.
It was actually interesting to see. He said I wanted that position.
We've always said that about Rex, though.
He would come out for. He said he wouldn't do. He really doesn't want to be a coordinator. But there's only a couple of exceptions to the rule in that Cowboys position because you had Micah Parsons and all these Diggs and all these guys out there was an exception to the rule. We always
said that though about Rex though is if he got with the right team, his defense has always been very good.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the biggest thing about the Jets. He focused too much on his defense. Yeah, Mark Sanchez back there running to his damn lineman.
Rex want to be the coordinator for him. And Rex is always going to be a good coordinator. I don't think Rex will ever be a head coach again because of what you said. He focused too much on defense. Rex could be a coordinator for any – there's no team in the NFL that if he doesn't show up, the defense doesn't get better with him as a coordinator. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking all 32. You can't say that about too many brains in the NFL. But I would never trust him to be my head coach again.
Fuck.
And that seems to be
Fuck no.
the running theme for the Ryan family.
And that,
I mean,
same for Rob.
Rex,
Yeah.
Rob, and their dad. Their dad was, I think, a
same
better
for Buddy.
coordinator than he was a head coach.
I don't think he should be a coach at all because his teeth are too damn white. Fucking blind in the goddamn room. He's smiling. He's like, God damn.
That's part of his defense.
I can't even watch. I can only watch. I got ESPN on here. Lucky they're outdoors doing it because hopefully the sun doesn't shine too bright and ding, freaking.
My eyes.
Oh man, but
before we go really quick with Rex,
we're leaving.
So, do y'all think he'll actually come back at some point, or do you think he's staying in the booth?
I think it's like I always say, money talks. And if he gets the right contract and gets the right position, he ain't going to come back to the Panthers situation, right? He's not coming to do that.
Some real buckets to do
that. Unless he's getting $100 million a year, that's the only way he'll probably do that. But if it's the right team, right situation where they're ready to win now, I don't know if he has a Super Bowl. Does he have a Super Bowl ring? I mean, he may.
Yes.
Ravens,
he does.
Ravens
D-line, I believe he was D-line coach for the Ravens in 2000.
Or D-line. I knew he was with the Ravens. I think.
Okay, so
I believe he was D-line.
Well,
okay.
Yeah.
I think him as a coordinator winning a Super Bowl would be big. Obviously, you would like to do it as a head coach, but we've seen that happen. I mean, that Jets team should have won. I mean, they should. I mean, if they got a quarterback, they were a quarterback away.
Yeah.
Man, I can tell you right now, like I've been watching coverage all week long, and it's been entertaining. You know, there, like Mike said, to Mike's point, you know, there has been a lot of people that I didn't realize were huge football fans. Kenny Chesney, huge football fan, country artist. You know, he's a big ass country fan. I mean, he's big ass country artist, but he's a big football fan, and I would never thought of that.
Yeah,
now, do you think they should lower the prices on this? Oh, look at that! It's Hennessy.
It's Hennessy.
Yo,
outside with
it, man. We outside with it. What's happening, fellas?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. I just stepped away from brunch. You know, I couldn't miss this. I couldn't miss it.
You so fancy with your brunch.
Hey, man, what you guys don't get brunch? You guys didn't eat this morning? Come on.
I had salmon and spaghetti. I'm fancy.
A little steak and eggs, you know, nothing crazy. What's happening, fellas?
Hennessy works with me as one of my brothers at iHeart, and now he works for iHeart New York City, and he's tearing up New York City's biggest name in New York City right now. He took over for Jay-Z.
Relax.
Speaking of music, though, I got a question for you, Hennessy. Speaking of music.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
Okay, so, and I was going to ask the other guys this, too. We all feel good about Usher doing halftime this year. Next year, Super Bowl's in New Orleans. I'm petitioning already. I want Lil Wayne as the halftime performance.
One sec, bro. One sec.
Yeah,
I was getting a call. My bad, bro.
Okay, so
all right, we're good.
Next year for halftime, I'm already petitioning. I want Lil Wayne as the halftime performer in his home city of New Orleans. Who do you feel do you want for halftime next year, or somebody you haven't seen yet?
That's a really good question. I think the answer is simple. You said it. It's got to be Wayne. It's only right. It's got to be Wayne. It's not even there's no other option. Undisputed, no other option. Yeah, it's got to be Wayne. Got to be.
And I thought that as the first person that has Wayne done a Super Bowl before.
No,
he has not.
Because it's been in New Orleans.
Right.
Yeah.
It's been in New Orleans. He hasn't got to do it. He now works in sports media, and they're going back to New Orleans. Lil Wayne crosses over to everywhere. All jobs.
It makes too much sense. And now that Jay-Z is helping Apple Music decide who the artist is, there's a high likelihood that it probably will be Wayne. We need it.
All I got
to hear first.
All I gotta say is Wayne should never run out the tunnel next to those big ass football players.
He did that at Colorado, right?
Man, he did it. He did it in the NFL with the Packers. He ran out the tunnel with them.
He did. I completely forgot.
Everyone's like, "Who's that kid out there?"
That's Wayne, man.
But brother, where are you watching the game today?
Yeah, so today I am going to be bouncing around to a couple different spots. I'm going to start off at my cousin's house. He lives in Brooklyn also, and then he just invited me to a Super Bowl party somewhere deeper in Brooklyn. But that's probably what I'll do. I'm going to be in the house because for me, for the Super Bowl, I'm more of a like, I don't like watching it in a bar or public setting because I don't want to have to go to the bar to get a drink or wait for them to serve me my food. I'd rather just be able to get up, go get what I want to do, and I want to hear the game. So, yeah. How about you? Do you guys like to watch games at the house? What are you guys into?
Yes,
A
100%.
couple people
100%.
and actual football fans, so we can talk about football.
Yeah, so we can talk
what's
football.
going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
You talking about going to the bar to get a drink. So even when you're home for this Super Bowl, what would be your drink? What's your drink of choice for the game time?
That's a really good question, Mike. Thank you for asking me that. What a question.
Very welcome.
What is my drink of choice? Man, I'll keep it simple. Tequila soda. Tequila soda. If I'm drinking like a more casual, I'll probably do some sort of seltzer, maybe like a White Claw or. Actually, I might do some beer on a day like today. I would do like an IPA though. I don't really. I like IPAs because just quicker, get to the point. You know, let me get that 9% alcohol.
There's an obvious follow-up question.
What do you got?
Obvious follow-up question.
I think I know it.
No, I'll be the one to ask it.
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna let Sawyer answer that. Me and Sawyer have had some good moments, some good times with the Hennessy. Sawyer drinks Hennessy more than me.
I drink Hennessy more than me.
I wonder where he got that from.
We're gonna introduce Sawyer to Hennessy.
Oh, who was it? It wasn't me.
It was Trey Day.
It was
it was you,
Trey Day at Disney.
Shout out to you. Because when I met him, I pulled him to his house. He had a bottle of Hennessy ready. I'm like, what? All right, man. I was like, cool. He really is about this life. All right.
He said, oh, you got. I was like, what do you drink? I was like, you have to drink Hennessy. Your name is Hennessy. And he's like, no, I like IPAs. I'm like,
yeah.
I got this in the Miller Lite.
It worked. We had some good times. We were kind of neighbors at that time, Sawyer, if you recall. We lived across the street.
Across the street from each other, right? Now we live across the country.
It's the freaking country, yeah.
You're closer to me than you are to him now.
Where are you at, Mike?
I'm in Rochester.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm right up there.
Still a couple hours, but we're both in the same state.
Yeah, exactly. We're at least in the same state.
Trey, where are you at? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Cleveland.
Not too far from y'all, but a little bit of a ride.
Okay.
Bro, when you're at these parties, make sure you screenshot these prop bets here. Yeah. I'm gonna put them live on the screen here.
I'll screenshot right now.
It's on our socials too if you don't get it. So, and if you need me to send it to you, and then have everyone like fill it out, and if you gotta tag them in our posts and stuff like that, you know, so you don't have to do all of them, but I mean, we did them on our socials, so. You know, have some people fill them out at the parties. It's a fun way to kind of just enjoy the game, especially if your team's not in it. And Hennessy is a New York Jets fan.
Yes.
So I have to ask, how painful was week 1? 4 seconds.
I was going to say, I wasn't going to say all of week 1. How about the first 4 seconds? Excruciating pain. I don't even want to talk about it. But you know what? I'm going to say it. We're going to come back ready to go. You know, our core is young. You know, we'll get Zach out of there. And I think Aaron's going to do what he's got to do. But I'm not going to talk too deep into the season. But I think we'll obviously have a better record than this past season.
For sure. You got to get Zach out of there. And I guess, you know, what was our last question? What was our other question, Trey? Did I ask them all?
Wait a minute. So we did favorite part of Super Bowl weekend, right?
No.
Okay,
yeah. What's your favorite part of Super Bowl weekend?
I feel like everyone's going to have this answer, but probably the food, bro. Probably the food. I mean, I'm a foodie at heart. So I like the wings. I need those nachos.
What kind of wings
are we
talking?
Buffalo, but like hot buffalo. And they got to be saucy. Yeah, and they got to be saucy. Don't give me no dry ass. Like, I need saucy. Yeah, give me some spicy. And my fingers got to be all like saucy after, you know? Yeah. If they're not, don't even, you get it. Yeah, like don't even get that near me.
Upstate New York, I got you.
You know, you already know. So yeah, that's my excitement. Give me the food.
Nice, love it.
All right, well let's wrap it up with who you got. Who do you have in this game and the score?
Yeah, so I got the Chiefs winning. I don't want them to win, but I have them winning. And the final score. Ooh.
No.
Find out next time on Cinco Squad.
That is. Oh, you cut out. Okay, you're back. Okay, you cut out.
So,
Chiefs.
What part did you catch? Oh, you heard Chiefs. Final score 21-17.
Ooh, low scoring. Okay.
Wow, nice.
So you have Chiefs 21, 9 or 17?
Yeah, that's what I got.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I know they both. I know the 49ers have a crazy powerful offense, but I think it's going to be a slower paced game.
Yeah, two good defensive teams. So that's what we've been saying this entire show. Where are you at right now?
Right now, I'm in Financial District. You know, in this like alleyway type thing.
Yeah.
I told you he runs New York. He financially runs that. Well, brother, we got to get you on the show on Wednesday at some point.
Absolutely,
here soon.
I'd love to, man. You guys got good energy, so let's make it happen.
Also, make sure you guys go check out Hennessy's podcast, Artist for Artist. It's at Artist for Artist, right?
Yep, you got it right.
At Artist for Artist. It's a great podcast. They have weekly shows.
Yep.
On a season basis, so make sure you check it out. Really cool guys. If you want to, and you got one other podcast, right?
Yeah, it's dropping early March. It's called Hustle with Hennessy. It's more based on just motivational, mental state, and really just how to get out of your own way. So I'll be dropping that in the next couple of weeks, and stay tuned.
Can't wait to watch it, brother, and have you on again. Thanks for coming on. We'll see you here soon.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Take it easy.
See you.
Go Chiefs.
Appreciate you, brother.
All right, later, man.
Man, that had to be painful. I mean, I felt the pain on because I remember I was getting my food. I remember on Monday night I was sitting there getting my food ready to eat, and all of a sudden I hear Mike on the phone go, no. I was like, what the hell's wrong? The game just started. He's like, Aaron Rodgers is down. He can't walk. I'm like, oh no, that's not good.
And then I remember we watched the replay together.
Yeah.
About at the same timing, and we saw his heel when his heel got stuck, and we're both like, oh no, that's not good. That's not good at all.
Oh man, it is. I mean, the day just started, fellas. Why am I so damn tired already?
Because it's different doing the live show. We haven't done live shows in forever.
The live show in forever, about an hour and 30 in. We got one more guest. Unfortunately, we couldn't get Fonz on. Fonz, we apologize. We will get that fixed. Fonz, send if you're listening still, send us a video of who you got, what's your favorite part of this week, and where are you going to be for the game. We'll post it on our socials.
Actually, Mike text him. Yeah, text him just in case you're not watching. Text him.
Yeah, make sure.
He can send us a video. We still want to be part of the show. So we can still, post so everybody's watching and see what Fonz had to say. We got a lot of good feedback when Fonz was on the show. A lot of people were like, this guy's energy I'm fucking with. So
what's cool about the people we got on the show is like all of them are doing their own thing with podcasts and their own shows and stuff. I think that's really dope. Like everyone's really like buying into this realm of, hey, all I need is a computer, a phone, and I can just roll. You ain't need all that.
You just reminded me too, Dave, and I'll get the info so I can share to everybody's watching. Dave and his family, he has his own side venture in his family. They just started a clothing line, so I want to make sure we get that.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah!
I do need to make sure we get that in the link too, so people can
for sure. But I just find that so inspiring to a lot of people that maybe are scared to start their own podcast. And I know we're on Super Bowl right now, but just do it. Like we took forever to kind of get this rolling. We just did it. And now we're 2.5 years in, or no, not even 2.5. We're 1.5 years in, about to be 2 or 3 years in. And we're just having fun every week. Yeah, we want this. This is our brand now. We got our jerseys, we got our hats, we got our signs, we got everything. So just do it and just have fun with it. And obviously, if you want to grow it into a business, do it. Hennessy is doing his thing. Vinny's doing his thing with music. So make sure you guys do that, and we'll put all their socials in on our page, and we'll thank them all individually. But all right, well, we got about 5 hours till game time. If you guys were only given 3 tickets, who you bring to the game?
John, Mike, Jamie.
Well, because that 3 tickets.
No. If you're playing in the game.
Oh, if you're playing.
Yeah, John, Mike, Jamie.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Appreciate you.
What was it going to say?
John Trey Jamie.
Was this pretty simple? This kind of lines up in the show.
Bubba.
Speaking of Jay.
Grandpa Jay!
Hi, guys. What's happening, squad?
Oh, my God. Grandpa Jay just came out the pool. Oh, and we got Idris.
My
What, guys? What's up, brother?
Came out the pool, my hair instantly dried like the real Aquaman.
And we got our final guest, Idris Taki, is on with us. What's up, brother? We got a whole half hour to talk.
Everything good. That's a bet. Hey, I'm loving this new setup too already. I'm trying to navigate it at the same time. So I'm multitasking.
It's growing pains, as you can tell. It's a lot of what the hell and okay, this is cool type of thing.
How's everybody?
Doing well.
Doing well, yeah.
Yep.
Just getting ready for this big ass game. So where are you watching it?
I'm gonna be at the crib. I'm gonna be in between my crib and my uncle's house. So I might be back. I might be back and forth. You know how the plates go, depending on how the plates set up. And
I get you.
You know
what food you looking forward to today? What food?
I'm looking for the buffalo chicken dip, bro. Honestly, I haven't had a really good one in too long, so I'm hoping to have a good one today, though.
Nice.
For sure that.
So we've been asking everybody that's come on today. We've had about 8 people on. What do you think Vegas should host the Super Bowl from here on out?
No.
Oh, our first no.
Yes. And the only reason I say that, though, is because I was just there last week, and I heard the parking at the stadium is terrible. They make everyone park at the casinos and walk over. And they charge like $100, $150 to park near the stadium. So, I mean, I'm not against it. The only reason I say that is I know it's all marketing and like, you know, just so that they make people stay at the stadium. I mean, stay at the casinos and gamble and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know how nice that stadium is. I've heard it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I will say this though. Seeing the setup for the grass field is fire. Like I didn't know that that's what they did for rolling the grass out. And from what I heard, 90%, I don't know, please don't quote me on this number, but 90%, in the 90% of players want to play on grass fields. Mm-hmm. So for that reason, I would say yes. But for the logistics reasons of just how people have to get around or are forced to get around Vegas, I say nah.
Well, I can tell you right now, grass feels a lot better. I played, and I didn't play at a high level, but I played, and when I did, and we were played on our AstroTurf versus our grass field, I even told our coach we should just play our games on this dirt-ass field in the back because this feels a lot better on your joints. It's comfortable.
Yeah, I mean,
real quick, hey, what? No, go ahead, Dries. Yeah, go ahead, Dries.
No, I was just gonna add, like, even from what they went through as kids, like, I just think back to like Little League, man. Like you really have that nostalgia being on grass. I feel like so. I think it's only right that they keep the Super Bowl on grass if they don't change all of the AstroTurf back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick, Jay, because you weren't here earlier and all of us discussed it. What do you think about the Vegas every year Super Bowl?
I don't think it can capacitate it, giving enough people the opportunity to see a Super Bowl live. So unless there was some expansion to it, or they set up enough where outside you could have a Super Bowl experience, and I'm sure they could do that so easily at stage things because it's like it's the place for entertainment. I still think that other cities should have opportunities to host an event like that. That's like almost saying like because Australia might be the best country to host an Olympics, it should be there all the time, right? But the fan base and transportation and like the organization is just so spot on. Like you could almost get an almost perfect experience there. Still have to give other people the opportunity to do it. So I definitely think it should still hop around. I do think they should restrict it to about 4 places and cycle it for an 8-year span, and then that gives other teams or other owners or whatever a chance to upgrade their stadium to bid and get into a 4-year cycle and things like that.
So kind of like college football does with the cycle where Rose Bowl, Orange Bowl, Fiesta, and they rotate.
Yep.
That would be fire.
Yeah, I said earlier that I'm kind of like yes, but I'm also no. The yes is because it's proximity, right? In other cities, it's so spread out. LA is so spread out. Same with Arizona, where in proximity, like everyone is on one strip, right? They're not all over the Nevada. So, but on the no side, it's because of people like the excitement, Right? If it's in there every single year, you can be like, I'll get to it eventually.
Right.
Where now you can be like, damn, it's going to be another 15 years before it's there again, which it won't. It'll be there probably like 8, but or less. But that's what I think for that. So
I think you guys don't think they should always rotate it East West Coast, East Coast West Coast, East Coast West Coast. You don't think that's the fairest way to do it?
I mean,
they kind of are.
I would do I don't mind the 4th thing you said because it gives, and you can do region. I'm almost with that because you still got the South has those multiple dome stadiums. You got LA, Vegas, San Francisco, all those on the West. Then you still got, I mean, if you want to count, I don't know if you count Florida East or South, but if you want to count that as Southeast,
yeah.
You got
the
all
only
those
place they won't go is north. They just won't go north.
You just pretty much won't go north.
Yeah, they just won't go north.
They did Minneapolis, and that was a great.
Well, no,
that was amazing.
But a lot of people complain about the lead up with the cold, the whole.
It's my guy. It's my favorite. It's my favorite damn stadium. I love that stadium.
No, but people like the stadium. But I was saying people complained about
the experience.
Monday, Wednesday.
Right, they was in the hotel before the game.
I don't give a damn.
I was about to say my experience was great. I was holding the trophy at the end of the day. What are you talking about? I was happy. I was like, all right, this is my. I love Minneapolis. Like, second favorite city. I almost moved there.
So, Dries, we got a little bit extra time with you from everybody else. So you're gonna get more questions than everybody else. Quick things. I just threw this out to Hennessy. I'm already starting a campaign for next year. I want halftime next year. It's in New Orleans. Lil Wayne. That's what I want for halftime next year. Who would you like to see for halftime next year?
Ooh. All right, I'm gonna say Wayne, obviously, because I'm with you. Because I saw an interview too where he was saying how like he ain't got no phone calls yet, and that's kind of crazy. But aside from Wayne, was that New Orleans?
Yep, New Orleans next year.
Hey, try to think of like people in New Orleans.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Well, if I don't go regional to who's from the area.
Yeah, even if it's outside the area.
I'll go Currency. That's kind of crazy though. I'm not gonna do that because that's kind of underground-ish. So I'm gonna chill out. Let me go. I'm gonna go Future.
Yeah.
I think he could reach everybody. It won't be like wow, like they missed on this one. And then from a standpoint of I always want to think about like a throwback or an OD or like a person more. Let me go. Aside from Future, I'm gonna go. Damn, I can't really. I'm drawing a blank, but I definitely would want to go more like Hall of Fame or somebody that's very much a legend. And I would want to go woman as well.
Yeah,
I think a woman in New Orleans, just with their music culture and jazz, like even to like I don't know how you can put that together, but that would be fire if they did get into the bag of like the culture of New Orleans and really bringing out everything that they have had to offer to music in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll throw you one, Idris. I think if you have Anderson .Paak and her perform, that'd be fire.
That would be dope. I'll fuck with Anderson .Paak heavy too.
Yeah, he plays multiple instruments, which is one of the things in New Orleans is being able to get on different instruments and just get that sound. If you throw her, I mean, the vocals is gonna be crazy. I mean, they had what she did, America Beautiful, a couple years ago. So,
and then with Silk, what is it? Him and Bruno Mars, Silk Sonic, or what's the name of it?
With him and Bruno
Sonic.
Yeah,
that'll be dope.
Like it's what's funny is like if they end up giving it to like Taylor Swift or something, that shit would be hilarious.
Did you? Talk about that 1 second. I know you talked about it a lot. Did you see the guy saying, "Here's why the Chiefs would win," and he said everything links back to the number 13?
Oh, Taylor Lumen. Taylor Lumen was saying that, busting with the boys. He was saying that like.
Did you see it?
Yeah, because her number's 13. Her favorite number's 13. 5 + 8 = 13.
13-hour flight back to
13-hour flight. Yeah,
it's going to be her 13th game. The 49ers 4 + 9 is 13. Like there was like 9 or 10 different things.
Jerseys for 13.
The ring
Yeah.
Travis has for her is 13 carats. No,
13 carats.
I was about to say, what? Hold on now.
Breaking news.
Right, no, OD talking about real breaking news.
I was with Travis when he picked out the ring. I already told. Look, if you saw last show, I told you how it's going to end. Travis is going to get his ring, and then Taylor's going to get her ring, and that's how the story ends. I already called that.
Yo, that's tough.
So,
that's a hot take right there.
Yeah. So Dries, okay, this was a Jay question from the show. So we kind of already talking celebrities. You're in the booth. You're in the Super Bowl. You can pick any 3 celebrities. You're hanging with them now in the Super Bowl. What 3? They don't gotta be sports. It can be any field. I'll give you a couple hours of like Kevin Hart. We had The Rock, for somebody to say earlier. We had Snoop. We had
McAfee.
Yeah, we had a lot of randoms come up.
Yo, that's a great question. All right, so off rip, I'm going Reggie Bush just because it's football and that's one of my favorite football players of all time.
Gotcha. SC.
I'm going Reggie. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Denzel.
There you go.
Okay. Denzel's a big sports fan too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Denzel.
He'll be there today.
Yeah,
he's gonna be there in a suite.
Yeah, I was shocked if he's not there somewhere.
And then I'll go. I don't know why, but I'm gonna go Dirk Nowitzki, bro.
Nice.
So, we got some random ass.
Now you're gonna have an extended booth because Dirk's gonna hit his head trying to come into the.
Yeah.
Like I would want to kick it with Dirk, bro. He just seems like he's mad chill, bro.
My biggest thing with what?
Sorry, go ahead, John.
No, I was gonna say my biggest thing with those big ass tall guys is like, all right, you can chill with me, but like you just gotta sit down the entire time because I can't be doing mental. Like, what the fuck, man?
Look, it's crazy though too, because like I'm only 6'4", but like even when I'm a tall, like when I'm around tall dudes like 6'9", 6'10", like I'm not like it doesn't bother me though. Obviously, I mean I've been around a lot of tall guys, so just being around the game, I don't really care about it. But at the end of the day, I think too, when you like 6'10", 6'11", I just know how uncomfortable you are. So I try to make sure you good. Are you straight? You all right? Because I feel like life get a little stressful after that, man.
I like how Idris says I'm only 6'4". Yeah, like that's an average height in the mix.
No, he's right though, because bro, when I be around some of these girls, bro, when I was at the
I'm 5'10".
You got some giant female volleyball and netball and basketball players are like, damn, I'm only 6'4" now. But hey, talking about Denzel, right?
No, it's funny.
Did y'all
It's funny.
just to say a quick thing on Denzel? Sorry, Idris, about Denzel, right? Did you ever see the interview with Spike when he said that he wrote the script that Jesus Shuttleworth was supposed to beat him to 0 in that pickup game? He wasn't supposed to score any points. And then Denzel was like, yo, Spike, listen up, man. This is how the script gonna go. This motherfucker ain't give me 0 because he's like, I used to be a baller. This is not my reputation in this movie. And he rewrote the script for Spike. He's like, fuck no, I ain't gonna beat 0.
You can see Ray gets mad. Ray looks pissed, like, hey, this is not but they said they didn't tell Ray that Denzel was gonna start playing for real. And then all of a sudden he realized, like, oh, this dude's actually backing me down the post and really getting on me.
I did recently see that, that probably contributes to why I said his name too. I didn't even think about that, but I definitely saw that a couple of days ago. I think too, just with that I feel like that scene in itself though, no one would have thought that it was supposed to be 11-0. You know, like it just